Today I bring you a piece of news that has been making waves. It concerns the case of Liliana Resinovic, which remains surrounded by controversy and new details. As investigations progress, more voices and theories emerge that seem to further fuel the debate. Recently, the situation has intensified with the expert opinions. The official report, conducted by Dr. Catania, was thorough and detailed, but a counter-expertise, conducted by Dr. Spitaleri, quickly appeared and drew attention. However, many consider it less serious compared to the official expertise, which took a year to complete. This has created a confusing picture that is increasingly difficult to follow. To make matters worse, some experts have started to spread rather strange theories, such as that of the black glove lost by the alleged culprit, who supposedly searched for it in the forest with a flashlight. These theories seem more suited for a TV show than a serious investigation, but incredibly, they continue to gain ground in public conversations. This has created what some call a media spectacle, where the truth becomes increasingly difficult to find. On the other hand, the figure of Sebastiano, Liliana's husband, has been heavily criticized. Many believe he did not adequately defend his wife's dignity, which has contributed to the general confusion. Although he is not guilty of what happened, his distant attitude has fueled baseless speculations that have only worsened the situation and affected Liliana's memory. Then there is Sturpin, a figure who seems to be exploiting Liliana's tragedy to gain visibility. His absurd stories about a supposed romantic relationship with her are unfounded and only aim to exploit the pain of those involved. It is impressive that there are still people who give him credibility when his behavior is completely inappropriate and shows little respect for Liliana's memory. What truly stands out in this whole situation is the apparent indifference of Liliana's family. There was no clear effort to protect her dignity and memory, which has allowed sensationalism and lies to prevail over the truth. This disinterest has only worsened an already complicated situation. Demet Özdemir is one of those figures who, despite being surrounded by great admiration for her talent and beauty, has been the subject of controversy and criticism, especially regarding her professional career and speculations about her personal life. In particular, in the context of her relationship with Can Yaman, the situation has sparked a lot of opinions and debates among the fans of both actors. However, I would like to focus on what I think about Demet as a person and professional, without being too influenced by external speculations. Since Demet rose to fame, she has proven to be an actress capable of conveying deep and complex emotions. Her ability to connect with the audience is undeniable, especially in the roles she has played in various Turkish soap operas, where she has managed to create characters that many feel identified with. Her performance in TURKISH alongside Can Yaman gave her great visibility and made her one of the most beloved actresses on Turkish television. However, as often happens with public figures, success also brought a series of criticisms, especially regarding her personal life and her relationship with Yaman. What surprises me the most is how Demet's personal life has become a constant topic of discussion, often more than her talent as an actress. Comments and speculations about her relationship with Can Yaman, her behavior on set, or even her personal decisions seem to be more highlighted than her professional work. It's true that the relationships of actors always spark public interest, but I believe this approach has reached a point where the most important thing is forgotten: her career and growth as an artist. Many comments on social media paint her in very different ways, from those who defend her passionately to those who criticize her without mercy, which is typical when a public figure is so exposed. What stands out to me, especially in the comments I've read, is the perception that Demet seems to be constantly under public scrutiny, not just for her professional choices, but also for her personal decisions. Some people seem to suggest that her public image is being used against her, sometimes unfairly. It's true that TV stars are closely watched, but I also think there comes a point where this external pressure can be harmful to both the person and their career. Demet, despite being a successful actress, seems to have gotten trapped in a cycle where her private life and career get confused, something that is not fair either to her or her audience.
On the other hand, I also think Demet has shown on several occasions her strength in dealing with these kinds of situations. In such a demanding industry like working on projects that reinforce her talent and acting skills. This is something that should be recognized and appreciated. Despite the criticisms and difficulties she has faced, Demet remains one of the most relevant actresses in Turkey, and in my view, this is due to her dedication and effort to grow as a professional.
Just like Can Yaman, Demet is also subject to the opinions of fans, which can sometimes be excessive or unfair. However, what I most admire about her is her ability to stay on course despite adversity. In a world where public image plays such a crucial role, it's refreshing to see someone like Demet who continues working and evolving without giving in to external pressure. Without a doubt, her future in the industry is promising, and over time, I believe she will be even more recognized for her talent than for the controversies surrounding her. In summary, Demet Özdemir is an actress who has had to deal with the complexity of being a public figure. Although her personal life has been the subject of discussion and judgment, I believe we should focus more on her career and what she has achieved as a professional. Despite all the external noise, Demet continues to show her ability to move forward, working with dedication and passion, and that is ultimately what should define her. Today, we are going to talk about the recent details of Liliana Resinovic's life, whose circumstances have been shrouded in mystery and controversy. New revelations are coming to light, clarifying some of the darker points surrounding her death. A technical investigation is being conducted, led by Cataneo, which could provide more concrete answers about the cause of her death. However, what seems certain is that the exact date of her death remains uncertain, although everything points to it having occurred in January. What has been drawing more attention in the media is not just the case itself, but the intimate details and infidelities that, according to some sources, may have marked her life. Sebastian Vicentin, her husband, has been constantly pointed out in TV programs where he seems to be used as a scapegoat. He is accused of not having respected Liliana, which further exacerbates the situation. Furthermore, rumors have emerged about his alleged connection to the criminal underworld and possible links with judges, generating even more controversy. However, one of the most avoided aspects in all this coverage is the possible involvement of economic interests, which could have endangered Liliana. Although Sebastian made comments hinting at something regarding this, he quickly changed his version, leaving many doubts. The situation is becoming increasingly confusing as contradictory voices continue to emerge. Instead of focusing on finding the truth, the media seems more interested in exploiting sensationalism, constructing a narrative that drifts away from the actual facts. It is clear that Liliana's death and the events leading up to it could be hiding deeper reasons that have not yet been fully explored. As for Sebastian, he has been criticized for not defending his wife's memory, which many consider a serious mistake. By not taking a firm stance, he has allowed unfounded accusations to spread, further damaging Liliana's reputation. This silence has been seized upon by others, such as Sterpin, who has launched rumors about a supposed love affair with Liliana. This man has not only invented an absurd story, but seems to be seeking attention, which is a total lack of respect for the deceased's memory. Finally, what is most surprising is the lack of support from Liliana's family. There has been no decisive intervention to protect her dignity, and many seem more interested in sensational scandals than in the truth. This lack of support has allowed her figure to be distorted, adding more pain to an already tragic situation. Demet Özdemir is one of those personalities who, despite being admired for her talent and beauty, has also been the subject of criticism and controversy, especially regarding her professional life and the speculations about her private life. In particular, her relationship with Can Yaman has generated great debate among her followers. However, I would like to focus on what I think about Demet as a person and as a professional, without being too influenced by the rumors that circulate. Since Demet gained fame, she has shown herself to be an actress capable of conveying intense and complex emotions. Her ability to connect with the audience is undeniable, especially in the roles she has played in various Turkish telenovelas, where she has brought to life characters that many identify with. Her performance in Erkan Çikuş, alongside Can Yaman, allowed her to gain great visibility, and become one of the most beloved actresses in Turkish television. However, like other public figures, success brought a series of criticisms, especially related to her private life and her relationship with Yaman. What surprises me the most is how Demet's private life has become a recurring topic of conversation, often more than her talent as an actress. The rumors and comments about her bond with Khan Yaman, her behavior on set, or her personal decisions seem to take up more space than her professional career. It is true that actors' relationships always attract public attention, but I think this approach has reached a point where the truly important things are forgotten: her career and her evolution as an artist. In many comments I've read, some defend her passionately, while others criticize her without restraint, something that often happens when a public figure is so exposed. What stands out to me, especially based on followers' opinions, is that it seems Demet is constantly under public scrutiny, not only for her professional choices, but also for her private decisions. Some suggest that her public image is being used against her, often unfairly. It is true that actors and actresses are in the spotlight, but I also think this external pressure can be harmful both to the person and to their career. Demet, despite being a successful actress, seems trapped in a cycle where her private life constantly intertwines with her work, something that, in my opinion, is neither fair to her nor to her audience. However, I also believe that Demet has shown on several occasions her strength in dealing with these situations. In such a demanding environment as the television industry, where public opinion can change quickly, she has managed to remain professional and continue working on projects that
Reinforce her talent and acting ability. This is something that must be recognized. Despite the criticism and difficulties she has faced, Demet remains one of the most prominent actresses in Turkey. And in my opinion, this is the result of her dedication and effort to grow as a professional.
Like Khan Yaman, Demet is also exposed to public opinions, which can sometimes be excessive or unfair. However, what I value most about her is her ability to remain strong and move forward despite adversity. In a world where public image is so important, it is refreshing to see someone like Demet who continues to work with passion and dedication without yielding to external pressure. I am convinced that her future in the industry is bright, and over time, she will be valued more for her talent than for the controversies surrounding her. In conclusion, Demet Özdemir is an actress who has had to face the complexity of being a public figure. Although her private life has been the subject of conversation and judgment, I believe we should focus more on her career and what she has achieved as a professional. Despite all the noise surrounding her, Demet continues to demonstrate her ability to move forward, working with passion and dedication. And that is what should ultimately define her.